It's normal for us to care what other people think about us. Tens of thousands of years ago, we had to be in groups in order to survive. And in order to get into those groups, to survive, we had to be likable. We had to be accepted into those groups. So we cared what people thought about us. It has literally been programmed into us for tens of thousands of years. It's normal, it's natural. What's not normal and natural about it is letting it stop you from living your life to the fullest, from doing whatever it is, anything that you want to do in fear of being judged. I know for a fact that this is one of the things that holds people back the most because it was something that held me back the most. Other than our own limiting beliefs, our own negative thoughts about ourselves, this is up there. It's either first or second in what holds us back from doing what it is that we want. I struggled with this for so long, and every once in a while I still struggle with it. It's still a practice. It's still something that you need to implement every single day into your life in order for it to just become natural to you. But I'm going to share with you a few things that helped me get past this point of caring what people think, so much so that I just wasn't living my life for myself. I was living my life based on what everybody else was doing, what seemed cool, what seemed to make me likable. It wasn't genuine. It was not an authentic life, and I want to live my life authentically because I only get one chance at living my life, so why would I live it living somebody else's life? So number one, this might sound a little bit negative. It might sound like you're talking down to yourself, but you're not, and hear me out. You're not that special, and that's not me telling you or you telling yourself that you are not a special person, that you do not have talents, that you are not unique and beautiful in your own way. That is you telling yourself, me telling you that you don't matter that much to other people. Have you ever put on an amazing outfit? You go out and you think that you look absolutely incredible. You are the hottest thing on this planet. You did your hair, you did your makeup, everything is out, everything is looking beautiful. And the only thing that you want is just some attention. You just want to see some eyes on you. It just feels good. Don't lie. We all like a little bit of attention here and now. On those days, on those nights that you go out and you want attention, you're seeking that, you want to see that, you want to feel that. How often do you actually get that? Because the times that I've done that and I've noticed that I am actually seeking attention, that I put on an outfit because I'm like, I just want people to look at me. I want people to know that I am very attractive. I want to feel like a little sense of validation. The times that I've done that, I feel like people don't look at me. Like, people do not care that much. And that's when I am seeking out attention. That's when I want to see it. That's when I'm really paying attention, I'm really tuned in. And I'm like, is anybody looking at me? Does anybody notice that, does anybody notice my hair right now? What is going on? Why is nobody paying attention to me? And that same thing rings true for if you are doing something that you feel like is weird, you feel like will be perceived strangely by the public. Nobody is paying attention to you. Nobody cares. People are innately selfish. They are just going about living their own lives, doing their own thing. Maybe you'll get some weird eyes every now and then, but the chances that that person remembers what it is that you were doing, remembers your face at all, that you're ever gonna see them again, is so slim. And if you do see them again, they're not gonna remember you. They're not gonna be like, oh my God, that is that girl that was filming herself outside. She is don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. She's such a weirdo. That's not gonna happen. And if you think that that's gonna happen, that is your perception and you are judging that person. They might not even be judging you. You are judging them for the perception that you think that they're gonna have of you. It's like mindfucky, but you know what I'm saying? They could literally just be going about their lives and just happen to look over at you. Maybe they make a funny face. Maybe that's just their face. Nobody cares. You're not that special. You're special. I love you. You're beautiful, you're unique, you are abundant, you are blessed and highly favored, you're special. But you're not that special to most people. Most people are gonna go like this. That's it. And if they look at you for longer than that, if they're either A, jealous, or B, super fucking bored. Maybe their life sucks. And maybe they're like, I need a little bit of entertainment. Just need a little bit of something. Or maybe they're super judgy. And why would you want them to like you anyway? If they're over there looking at you like, oh God, I can't believe this girl is out here doing what she wants to do with no regard to how I think about her. God, can't believe that people do that. Why would you want them to like you anyways? They sound like they suck. What? You wouldn't even want them in your life. So why would you want to tailor your life to please this person? You wouldn't. So why are you doing it? up. So that's number one. That's number one. You're not that special. You are not that special. That is such main character energy. And I have it too. This is not me being like, you're not that special. I have it too. I had the main character energy. I was like, oh my God. Every time I would go to film in the gym, I would be like, everybody's watching me. Everybody's gonna be like, what is this girl doing? Do you know what happens when you like look around? Nobody cares. No one is watching you. Same thing with like dancing in the car. That was my first step. That is a really good first step in order to stop caring about what people think about you. If you pull up to a stoplight, maybe you're like jamming out, your song is on and you are loving your life. You pull up to a stoplight and you stop and you're like, I don't want anybody to see me. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep dancing, keep rocking out to your song, and look over at the person next to you. Do you know what they're probably doing? Not looking at you, not giving one flying freak about what you're doing. And that is the majority of the population, unless they're miserable, jealous, or bitchy. And those people, we don't want them in our lives anyways. So let's actually turn them off. Let's actually like get them away from us. Let's let them think that we're a weirdo, because we don't want them anyways. Anyways, number two is stop judging people so much. I was a judger. I was a bartender for a while, so you kind of like have to judge people. And I will admit that I was pretty negative. I would judge people as soon as they came up to the bar. I would judge people walking down the street that I worked on. I would judge people heavily. And do you know what that does? That makes you think that everybody else is judging you, because you are being the judger. You're being this terrible person. It doesn't feel good to judge people. You're being a terrible person, and you're just looking at these people who are literally just living their lives. And you're like, she shouldn't have worn that. That doesn't look good on her. Oh God, what is she doing with him? What are they doing together? He's such a scumbag. Oh my God. I can't believe, look at her shoe. Like, first of all, why are you doing that? How insecure do you have to be in order to be doing that? I was insecure. I'll admit it. I was insecure about myself, so I would judge other people around me. If you're judging other people, chances are you're insecure, you hate your life, you're jealous, like I said before. That's what you do when you judge people. That's how you feel when you judge people, but you can't like tune into that. You can't tap into that. You just think that you are on your mighty high horse. I was a bartender at this like really nice bar, and I was like, no, ew. I hated myself. I did not like myself. I will admit I did not like myself. So I was judging everyone. And do you know what I thought? I thought that all of these people were looking at me, were judging, I'm staring at myself, sorry, I'm being very vain right now. Were looking at me, were judging me, were like analyzing every single thing about me. And do you know what? They weren't. But I was tailoring myself to make myself more likable to all these people who I thought were I just thought that they were gonna be judging me. So I was like, let me judge people so I feel good about myself. Let me put them down so I can feel better, because that's what you're doing when you're judging people. You're putting people down so that you can feel better, because you can't get that for yourself. You have to make somebody else feel like shit, even though they don't know that you're judging them. You have to, in your head, make someone else feel like garbage in order for you to feel better. And when you do that, when you get on your high horse, when you feel like, since you're judging everyone is judging you, you care so much what everybody thinks of you that you're just going to start morphing into these things that you think are likable, that you think that this guy likes. Maybe you have a crush on this guy and you think that he really, really likes this type of person. And every time you see that type of person, you're like, oh, God, I can't believe she has her boobs done. Oh, God, she just gets so much filler. Oh, her hair is so long. I don't know, whatever you say these things, you put this person down, but you're actually just insecure trying to build yourself up and then morphing into this thing that you're not. Not judging people does so much for your mind, for your energy, for your confidence. Not only does it do a lot for you, it also just makes you like a better person to be around. You don't want to be around people who are constantly complaining or constantly judging other people. I would never want to hang out with the me that I was back then. I was so lost and I was so judgmental and negative and insecure, and I cared so much about what other people thought of me, and those are the traits. Those are what you are embodying when you care about what other people think about you. You're judgmental and you're insecure. If you want to stop caring about what other people think about you, you need to stop caring so much about other people. Caring that much about other people, overanalyzing other people that much, being super meticulous and judgy about other people is only going to make you feel like they're doing it to you as well. Because that's what's in your head, that's what you're doing. Why would other people not be doing that? Those are the first two things we're going to do. We are going to stop judging people, and we're going to stop thinking that we're so special. And again, I'm going to say it again, just in case you want to comment and be like, oh, I am special. I need to like affirm it to myself. You are special. You are special. You are so beautiful. You're not that special to other people. Not that many other people are going to be like, oh my God, I just need to pay every single ounce of my attention to this person. I need to watch everything they're doing. They're not gonna do that. You're not that special to them. You are special to yourself, to your family, to me. I love you. You're not that special to them. Next, we're gonna change our perception of people, because our perception of people is inherently negative until they prove otherwise, for the most part. And especially now, because of social media, we are seeing a lot of things that are happening that just reiterate that idea in our heads. And by saying this, I'm not saying that you need to trust everybody. I'm just saying that if you see somebody walking down the street and they're looking at you, instead of thinking, oh my God, do I have something on my face? Do I need to pull up my shirt? Is my shoelace untied? Think, oh, they probably think that I'm gorgeous. Change your perception of what people's perception of you is to something positive, instead of thinking immediately that they're going to the negative. That was a lot of perceptions in that one sentence, but you know what I mean. Make it so that you think that people are thinking positively of you all the time. And think positively of yourself as well. That's the first step. The first step is to think positive of yourself. This is assuming that you're already thinking positively of yourself, and then you also turn that onto other people. You don't need to rely on those people that are outside of you thinking positively of you in order for you to think positively of yourself. You need to change your perception of yourself first. This is assuming that you already changed the perception of yourself. If you haven't done that, if you don't think the world of yourself and call yourself beautiful every single day and list off things that you want to hear in the mirror every single morning, if you don't do that, if you don't think of yourself positively, it's going to be really hard to think that other people think of you positively. Don't expect to change the idea of somebody else's perception of you to a positive one unless you've already done it for yourself first, unless you are wholeheartedly in love with yourself. So the baby step, the junior step before this step is thinking positively of yourself first, loving yourself first, having this amazing, beautiful, positive train of thought about yourself before you can change that for somebody else. If you don't have that confidence and that self-love, how do you expect to overcome the external if you can't even overcome the internal? How do you expect to stop caring about what other people think about you if you can't even sit with yourself? If you can't even love yourself, if you don't even know yourself? In order to even attempt to change how you respond to the external, you have to sit with the internal. You have to be with the internal. You can't go out before you go in. You have to go in first. But I'll tell you what, you deserve to stop caring about what other people think about you today, right now, right this second. The next time you go and do something weird, you are the one that's deeming it weird, first of all. You are the only one who is judging it, and that makes you think that other people are judging it. The next time you go and do something weird, just look around. Look around and see that no one is looking at you, that everybody is only paying attention to themselves, that everyone is inherently selfish, that everyone only cares about what's going on in their little bubble, in their little life, and that is so apparent. Once you realize that you do not matter to the majority of the public, once you stop judging other people in the public, and once you start loving yourself and changing the perception that you have of other people's perception of you to a positive one, I mean, that's when your life is going to change. That's when you fully stop caring about what other people think about you, and you just live unapologetically as yourself. So authentic, so genuine, so beautifully, because we need more of that in the world. We need more authenticity. We need more genuine people. Everybody is just a clone of everyone else. You are going to have this newfound fire, this newfound excitement for life, because it is such a beautiful realization. It's such a beautiful moment when you realize that It's not that big of a deal. It really doesn't matter. Nobody is going to remember what you did at the grocery store 3 weeks ago. It doesn't matter. No one's gonna care. Nobody cares. You care. You are the one that cares, and you are putting that on everybody else. You are thinking everybody else is thinking this. I'm thinking this, so everyone else is thinking this. Stop thinking that about yourself. Stop judging yourself. Stop judging other people. Stop thinking that people's perception is inherently negative. Stop it. You are the one that's doing this. You are the one that is thinking, all of these people care about me. Oh my God. Every time I say that, I put my hair in the front. All of these people care about me. Everyone is watching me. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not watching you when you're hot. They're not watching you when you're ugly. They're not watching you when you're doing something weird. They're not watching you when you're doing something incredible. They are not watching you. They are paying attention to themselves. So stop thinking that everyone is out there judging you. That is just your internal dialogue. You're literally just making all of this up. So stop. Just stop making it up. We're literally on a floating rock. We're on a floating rock, and everyone is just trying to survive and figure out what the heck life even is. What is this? It's not that big of a deal. Do what you want. You have my permission. If anybody looks at you weird, just say, oh, actually Robbie gave me her permission. So go away. This is my life. I'm gonna live it. And if you're not gonna live yours, I feel really, really bad for you. I hope that one day you realize that you can do anything that you want, that no one is watching. And you are pretty cool to some people. I love you. I hope that this helps you. I hope that my weird rant videos are super, super helpful, because I just feel like it's something that when I was feeling this way, when I was feeling like I was holding myself back, I was feeling like I was caring way too much about what people thought about me, I just needed somebody to be like, stop it. Literally stop. You're being ridiculous. I just needed somebody to scream it at me. And I didn't have that. So I'm giving that to you, and I hope that it resonates, and I hope that you're not just like, this bitch is annoying. I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, your night, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah!